Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm Max. This is my affirmation video. It's in my affirmation journal. A book I've been writing called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I have everything written here. I'm just repeating my affirmations. I'm Max, and I'm just continuing on with my affirmations. And this is conflict of desire and imagination. And imagination must be reconciled. To use mental forces is to presuppose that there is opposition. When your mind is concentrated on the means to overcome a problem, it is no longer concerned with the obstacle. Matthew 18:19 says, "If you shall agree on the earth as touching anything that thou shalt ask, it shall be done for them on the Father in which is heaven." You are these two. It means that there are harmonious union and agreement between the conscious mind and the idea and the desire and the mental image. When there is no longer a quarrel with any part of your mind, or prayer will be answered. The two agreeing may also be represented as your desire, your thought and feeling, your idea and emotion, your desire and imagination. You avoid all conflict between your desires and imagination by entering into a drowsy, sleepy state, which brings all effort to a minimum. The conscious mind is submerged to a great extent, and when you're in a sleepy state, the best time to impregnate your subconscious mind is prior to sleep. The reason for this is the highest degree of outcropping of this conscious mind occurs prior to sleep and just after awakening. In this state, the negative thoughts and imagery, which tend to neutralize your desire and to prevent acceptance by your subconscious mind, no longer present themselves. When you imagine the reality of the fulfilled desire and feel the thrill of the accomplishment, your subconscious mind brings about the realization of your desire. A great many people solve all their dilemmas and problems by the play of their controlled, direct, and disciplined imagination, knowing that whatever they imagine or feel is true will most likely and most definitely must come to pass. The following will clearly illustrate how a young girl overcame the conflict between her desire and her imagination. She desired a harmonious solution to her legal problem, and yet with the mental imagery was constantly on failure and loss, bankruptcy, and poverty. It was a complicated lawsuit, and there was one problem after another with no solution in sight. At my suggestion, she got into a sleepy, drowsy state each night prior to sleep, as she began to come to this imagination of happy ending, feeling the best of her ability. She knew that the image of her mind was to agree to her heart's desire. Prior to sleep, she began to dramatize as vividly as possible, and with a vision of her lawyer having an animated discussion with her regarding the outcome. She would ask him questions, and he would answer her appropriately. He would say to her over and over again, "There has been a perfect harmonious solution. The case has been settled out of court." During the day, when fear thoughts come into her mind, she would run her mental movie with gesture erase, voices, and sound equipment. She could easily imagine the sound of his voice, smile, and mannerism. She ran this mental picture so often it became a subjective pattern of a regular train track. At the end of a few weeks, her attorney called her and confirmed objectively that she had been imagining and feeling as true subjectively. This is really what it means when we wrote, "The words of my mouth, the thoughts of the words, and the images of the good, and the meditations of my heart." If you're feeling nature's emotion, be acceptable in the Lord of your subconscious mind, and strengthen the Redeemer within yourself, and the wisdom of your subconscious mind can redeem you from sickness, bondage, and misery. Max, that was my affirmation video. The conflict of desire and imagination must be reconciled. Thanks for listening. I've written everything from The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Joseph Murphy. I'm Max, and I'm out.